And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Check out! 290! Hey, here we go! Motion, motion, motion! Mike's 59!
Now a first down throw. Lock. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Cardinals.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Check out! 5, 6, 7! Check 55 to Mike! Strip the ball! Strip that ball! 55 Mike, got 55!
Throwing on second and 14. Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Alert 3! Come on. Watch the safety creep! Check 9, check 9! Come on. Hey, zoom! Check, watch 54, watch 54! Hey, D-line, let's get in there, Harry! He's moving, boys, he's moving! Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Check back.
Third and long. It's Locke. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
59 Mike, 6-6, pull it high. Give me that ball. 11 feet. Give me that ball. Hey, high 7. Check.
Here's Locke. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
Go.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Push him back. Under 10. Alert. Greystone, Travis. Check 99. Out. Reggie. Bang. He's
give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Kill, 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 kill. Wrong way. Jip, jip.
Now it's Mixon running right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Throwing is locked. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And a nice spin into some open field. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Wilson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Saints nothing.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, 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 hey. Watch out, watch out. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Motion, motion.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Right there. 14. Right there.
Completes it to Hardman. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's going to be a long day. Hey, watch that.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
We want it. Come to my work.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Easy, alert. General West.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He's got his rookie tight end, Trevon Wesco. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Man up, deep. 12. Check. Pilot, 64, weak. Watch the shit. 12. Watch the shit. Hey, orbit.
Now Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And some room to roam now. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Tupper! 11. Bravo! Mike's 59!
Luck on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. A gain of 32 that time. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place,
and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep it with Yeldon on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Drake. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Switch.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
What? 380! You got 3 down. Gun.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
There. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. They're going to 88. I'm coming after you. Go. Well. We're looking for signals.
To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Arizona.
Pick up. 5, 6, 5. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
draw portion. Watch twins. Check, check. Fresno. Check the back.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Pascal, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Dawson tacks on the point after, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Single.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Check. 18.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, Drake. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Single receiver. Alert. Single receiver. You just watch 88 over there. Just watch 88. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Right back to Drake. And he's got this down to the 35. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics. footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Kill. Check.
They run. It's Gurley. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Come on. Bring it, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Go. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. It's caught. Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Elsewhere around the NFL, 3rd quarter now in Los Angeles. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, so much for situational football because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the 4th quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
12. Watch the screen. 11B. Switch it. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, wahoo!
On 2nd and 12, Luck. And that one's complete to Gurley.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now they run with Mixon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
You ready?
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, 0. Reset.
On the counter, it's Yeldon. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Mike 52, Mike 52. I'm on. He's checking. Crash.
Again, it's Yeldon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, Drake. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Shift! Watch the shift! Hey! 66, pull it, hot!
They stay on the ground with Drake. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Wilson. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Wilson. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. They'll run with Drake, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Check 31! No pass.
Now on first down, Drake again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Hey, 0.
Throwing is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Mario Addison coming in to drop him for a long